What's up, everybody? Got another review for you, and this time we're going to be talking about the movie Mortal Kombat 2. It is the long-awaited sequel to 2021's Mortal Kombat. That was actually pretty good for the most part. Even I do have some nitpicks about it. After that movie left us craving more combat after that cliffhanger, I was looking forward to seeing whether this sequel would be twice as brutal and twice as fun. Well, is it? Well, let's find out. The movie story follows after successfully fending off Shang Tsung's initial attempts to sabotage them. The champions are now joined by the newly recruited Hollywood action star Johnny Cage as they are pitted into brutal battles to defeat the dark rule of Shao Kahn that threatens the very existence of Earthrealm and its defenders. It's safe to say that I actually enjoy this sequel. It's a much needed improvement over the previous film that feels like a course correction. It's like they took the feedback from the first movie and just did things better because this is the Mortal Kombat movie that we deserve. Sure, this movie may have its flaws, but I sure as hell enjoyed it. I'll elaborate what I didn't like later, but first things first, the movie has quite a few good things going for it, whether it be the enjoyably exhilarating fight scenes, how extensive it is on the fan service, and the combat roster was really fun. Right off the bat, if you consider yourself a longtime fan of the games, you're going to have a complete blast with this movie. There is an astonishing amount of references and Easter eggs that are so much fun, especially with the opening titles, seeing classic arenas recreated, surprise character appearances, and simply how deep it gets with Mortal Kombat lore. You can definitely tell that this movie is made for the Mortal Kombat nerds. Staying true to the movie's namesake, the combat in this movie is so thrillingly entertaining. The only fight scenes from the first movie I actually enjoyed were the Scorpion and Sub-Zero scenes, while everything else wasn't really all that impressive. In this sequel, however, the combat is more extravagant, bloodier, and there's just more fight scenes to enjoy overall. The choreography and stunt work involved is really cool. It's safe to say that the action in this movie is bigger and better when comparing to the previous movie. As far as our combatants go, almost everyone from the first movie all make a return. Yes, even some of the ones that died. In a world where sorcerers and necromancers exist, anything can happen. Anyways, it was neat seeing fan favorite characters added to the film's combat roster like Katana, Shao Kahn, and Johnny Cage. Speaking of Johnny Cage, Karl Urban defied all odds and wonderfully plays the character so freaking good. As towering and intimidating Shao Kahn should be, Martyn Ford amazingly portrays the villain perfectly to a T. I even really enjoyed Adeline Rudolph as Katana, who is really the movie's central protagonist. Either way, I loved how everyone brought these amazing characters to the big screen. As much as I love this movie, the writing could have been better to say the least. Needless to say, the movie doesn't really have much of an actual plot, as the whole movie is just fight scenes stringed together. If you're going into this movie expecting a full fleshed out story, this is not the movie for you. When it comes to the dialogue, let's just say that it can get quite messy at times. Also, are we just going to retcon how one acquires their magical arcana fighting abilities? It just seems weird how that aspect from the first movie is completely abandoned. Yes, I know it's a Mortal Kombat movie, but we do deserve better in terms of writing. Lastly, I do think the film's pacing is not the greatest either, because it just feels inconsistent for the most part. Issues and all, I still had a really great time in this movie. While it doesn't quite measure up to how epic the 95 Mortal Kombat movie was, this film is still definitely worth checking out. Overall, Mortal Kombat 2 is an excellent, blood-soaked second round of Carnage candy that will definitely appeal to the fan base that the games have garnered over time. While this sequel is not a flawless victory as one would seem, it's still a whole lot of fun regardless. As it may be, it does manage to leave plenty of room for improvement. I give this movie a B+. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to keep up my real reviews.